Do you truly, in every fiber of your body, understand, logically, emotionally, that there is a last time for everything? Michael McLean, nobullbook.com, badassletter.com, the toughest advice for the toughest business men like you. Actually raining a little bit here, liquid sunshine on the way back from my 15,000 plus morning walk. Lemon water, sunshine, little bit of rain, fresh air, mental and physical health. That is what walking is. My road work is my mental and physical health. What an amazing way to start the day, mental and physical health. So, a long time ago, I had a mentor tell me, he said, Michael, always keep in mind as you mature, as you get older, as an entrepreneur, as a husband, as a father, always keep in mind that there is a last time for everything. And at the time, I was a much younger guy. And, it really didn't resonate with me like it does today. And there's a last time for everything is something that I write in my journal at least weekly. It's something that I think about almost every single day. And it resonates in my mind. So it's not just now at a logical level. Okay, yeah, I get it. There's a last time for everything. But now it's part of my DNA. It's part of my thinking. It's part of my heart. It's part of my soul. It's right there. It's in my DNA. It's who I am. And I have this mindset, and I've had it now for a number of years, that there's a last time for everything. And you cannot have an attitude of gratitude. You cannot live a life of gratitude or giving is the secret to living. You can't really live that mindset. You can't really live that attitude of gratitude behavior if you don't truly understand and emotionalize the statement that there's a last time for everything. 99% of the businessmen that I work with, the entrepreneurs, they just walk about endlessly wasting time, wasting energy, losing control of their day in the first 10 minutes. They live in their phone. They're 40 pounds overweight. They drink too much. They're on antidepressants. Their marriage, they're married to a roommate with a ring. They have been disconnected for years from their adult children. They're completely absorbed in themselves and their horseshit life. And when I start to work with some of these men, it doesn't last long because it's all about them. It's all about the selfishness of what's in it for me. So I refuse to work with the 99% ordinary, mediocre, the quiet desperation crowd. I work with top 1%ers like you. Men that want to change, men that are driven, relentless, generous, and want their personal sovereignty. But here's one of the things you've got to get clear in your mind before you're going to have any significant progress. There is a last time for everything. Do you truly understand when I say life is a gift, that there will be a last time? There will be a last time when you say good night to your secret weapon wife. Do you actually realize that there will be a last time that you say good morning to your queen? If you live long enough, there will be a last time for those two things. A goodbye that you never saw coming, a goodbye maybe that you never even made, maybe regret on the terms you left because you didn't understand that there's a last time for everything. Our queen, our secret weapon wife, there will come a day in our human life where we will say goodbye for the last time, and we won't know, in most cases, that we're saying goodbye for the last time. Our marriage, there will be a last time. I think about this when I think about Krista, when I think about leaving notes for her, when I think about telling her that I love her. At the end of the day, when I think about doing our gratitude at night, when I think about inviting her for a walk on a Saturday or a Sunday, when I think about stopping working and just spending time with my best friend. There'll be a last time for that for me someday. Maybe I'll be the one that goes first, probably. But regardless, there'll be a last time that I say goodbye to my queen. Makes you appreciate what you have, right? Makes you screw your head on straight. And maybe that fight you had, or maybe the disconnect you have with your best friend, with your secret weapon, maybe that doesn't matter as much. Now that you understand, tomorrow is for fools, by the way. Well, I'll fix my marriage tomorrow. I'll book date night tomorrow. I'll invite my wife to walk with me tomorrow. I'll better connect with my wife tomorrow. I'll start doing my nightly gratitude with my wife tomorrow. I'll start sharing my world and my business and my losses and my frustrations and all these things with my wife tomorrow. Tomorrow's for fools. Tomorrow is for fools. And there's a last time for everything, including my marriage and your marriage. Let's look at this a little bit closer. There's a last time for everything in life. There's a last time that you will say good morning to your son, your daughter, your teenager, your adult children, whatever it may be. There's a last time that you will speak with them. We don't know when that is. Could be 10 years, could be 10 minutes, could be 40 years. But there is a last time that you will speak to your son or daughter. A last time. What will you say? Because you won't know. Will it be an argument? Will you be preaching? Will you be criticizing? Will you be buried in your phone? Last time. We're the king. You're much older. Same as me, much older. There's going to be a last time that I talk to my daughter, Emery. There's going to be a last time that I say good morning. There's going to be a last time that I coach her in skating. There's going to be a last time that I read before bed. She's going to outgrow that. I'm reading a book last night. There's the success book we have, Success is No Secret. And I'm lying there and we're reading our book before bed, which we do every single night, Krista and I and Emery. And we're coming up. We're coming up to an age in the next handful of years where there's going to be a last time for that. There's going to be a last time she'll read on her own. She'll be too old for that. But also, there's going to be a last time when my life comes to an end that I have the opportunity to spend time with my daughter, that I'm able to go skating with her, coach her. There's going to be a last time that I wake up and she's actually living in my home. She's going to be off on building a business or off to college or university. There's going to be a last time for all these things that I'm love doing right now. So it's pretty important that I keep reminding myself, I don't want to drive her to the horse barn today, or, I don't want to go out and play catch, or I don't want to go sea doing and tubing and all these other things. So last time that there will become a day where that's beyond my control and I won't have that choice. I won't have the opportunity to claim that time with my daughter. Makes me smarten up, makes me appreciate what I have, makes me understand that life is a gift and that there's a last time for everything. My mom and dad are 88 years old in good health, and they're turning 89 this fall, and my mom and just before Christmas. And they're a big part of our life. They're a big part of my daughter's life. My dad skates with the kids on Tuesday. My dad is, I don't have heroes. I've never had heroes. My parents are my heroes. So for my life, you know, I've had my parents. I won the lottery with my mom and dad, and I've had these incredible people in my life for decades and decades and decades. And there'll come a day where I don't have them in my physical world anymore. And I know it's easy to say, well, you know, they've had a great life and all that stuff, but I will have had them in my life for 80, 90 plus years. And there's a last time I'll have lunch with my dad and talk business and politics and family and sports. There'll be a last time I have that lunch with him that I have every week, sandwich and 3 hours of father and son talk. There'll be a last time that I speak to my mom on the phone. There'll be a last time that that they come over here to the cottage and hop on the boat and go for a boat ride. There'll be a last time that they can come to the rink and watch Emery play hockey, or come to the equestrian barn and watch her ride. There's going to be a last time for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, for all of us, for everyone. There's a last time for everything. But the people that you love in your life, there's a last time that you'll be with them. And that certainly helps me screw it on straight and understand that, you know, nothing is guaranteed, and that I need to enjoy today. I need to keep both feet in today. And it certainly helps me own my mornings. It helps me conquer the chaos of the afternoon, and it makes my nights non-negotiable. They're for family. I don't work at night. I don't use electronics. I don't take my phone. I don't send texts. I don't send emails. I don't call people. I don't have emergencies. I run my business like a pro, so I'm done every day at 3 p.m. I pick up my daughter wherever she is. I coach her. We come home. We have family dinner. If there's a last time for everything, and you honestly believe that, and you all honestly understand that as a king, then how in the world are you ever missing a 6 o'clock family dinner at the table? How in the world would you ever be on your phone when you're around your children? How in the world would you even take your phone to something like swimming or a school play, or maybe you're going to go see their university graduation? Why would you even have your phone physically with you? That's the secret, not taking those things even near you. When there's a last time for everything, and most guys watching this video are 45, 55, 65 years old. If there's a last time for everything in your life, there's a last time for your morning walk. There's a last time that I'll walk through these trees. It may not be for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. That's up to my Creator. That's not up to me. He gives me the opportunity every day, and it's my job to claim my freedom. It's not my job to think about tomorrow. It's my job, if he gives me the gift of life, if he says, okay, Michael, you can put on your shoes and you can walk in nature, and you can go out here and you can breathe in fresh air, and you can walk in the snow, and you can walk in the heat, and you can walk in the rain, that's a gift. One day, I have the opportunity to claim my freedom. I have an opportunity to claim my personal sovereignty. So if there's a last time for me to do that, and I know someday, a last time, I won't be able to do it. I won't be able to go for a walk someday. It could be sooner, it could be later, but there will be a last time. It sure makes walking every day a gift instead of a grind, doesn't it? I think this is 253 straight videos I've shot. Michael, how the hell do you shoot 253 straight videos? Well, I understand there'll be a last time for me to do one of these videos. There'll come a day when I won't be able to do this anymore. Maybe I won't have the inspiration, maybe I won't have the motivation, but maybe I won't actually be able to even do it. So it makes getting up and shooting a video pretty simple, pretty easy, and pretty much a gift. I get to come out here. I get to take you on my mini adventure. I get to speak to you in an uncensored fashion. I get to speak to you man to man, as a father, as a husband, as an entrepreneur. It's a pretty amazing privilege to speak with you every day. So no, I don't look at it as a grind. I look at it as an honor, as a privilege, because there'll be a last day that I actually will be able to do this. I hope and pray that I can do this for years and years and years, but tomorrow's for fools. So I appreciate the fact that I'm standing here today talking to you. There's a last time that I'll sit down and copyright for an hour. It won't be because I retired. It'll be because I can't do it anymore. You know, I'm not a retired guy. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the day that I don't have the health, I don't have the energy, and I don't have the inspiration to go down and put my fingers on my MacBook Pro. And that, again, life is a gift, but someday the gift won't be there. Someday, my Creator, that gift will be done. That will be over. He will say, I have given you enough opportunity. It is time for you to now come home. Last time for everything. There'll be a day where I can't read anymore. That's one of the things that scares the life out of me more than anything. Is I go into these retirement homes. Krista's dad is locked in a retirement home. It's a prison to a man as great as him because of a stroke. And we go in and we visit him, and I see these intellectual people that I used to know, principals and teachers and business owners. And they've lost the ability. Not only are they trapped inside a little home, in a little retirement place, and they can't leave and all this other stuff, but some of them have lost their ability to read. Whether that's a brain injury, whether that's Alzheimer's, whether that's dementia, whether that's old age, whether they can't see. Maybe they can't read because they can't comprehend. Maybe it's their eyes, whatever it is. And that's one of the things that scares the life out of me is, as long as I have the gift, long as I have the mind and the vision to read and to grow, I'm going to use that gift every day. I opened up my eyes today and I'm like, I have the gift to walk. I've been given another day to claim my freedom. I've been given another day to claim my personal sovereignty and write copy, so I'm going to do it. I'm not going to piss it away. I'm not going to throw that gift back in my Creator's face. I'm going to claim my personal sovereignty, and I'm going to read for probably 3 hours today. I'm going to get a big, hot, piping cup of coffee. I'm going to sit in the sunshine on the back deck at World Headquarters, and I'm going to get my pens and my paper and my cards out, and I'm going to claim my personal sovereignty that I've been gifted. I've been gifted. I can't claim it if he says I can't claim it. So I'm not self-made. I'm just part of it. I'm just here for a minute. So as long as I can claim these things that change my life and help change other people's lives, then I'm going to do it. So it just makes me think of all the gifts that I have every day. I booked the ice the other day in terms of coaching Emery's skating. I'm going to coach the little kids again this on Tuesdays at the arena, power skating for an hour. It's how I volunteer for the school. And just booking that ice the other day at 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. I love getting those kids. They're grade 1 to grade 5 on the ice, including my daughter. And Grandpa, my dad's out there on the ice. He'll be out there, God willing, skating and coaching. And I just think about how that's an incredible gift for me to book that ice yesterday. That I get to spend up till Christmas break every Tuesday on the ice with these young kids. And many of them don't get an opportunity to skate. They wouldn't learn how to skate if I didn't teach them. But you know, some guys are like, Michael, you volunteer and stuff, and sometimes that's got to be hard. And it goes back to that mindset I have. There'll be a last time I do this. My daughter has 2 more years at that school. That's a school that my wife is one of the founders. I donated a lot of money to get it going, and it's just been one of the real blessings in our life, this private school that we created here. So my daughter didn't have to go through the public school system. And she's got 2 years left. That time has gone like that, and she's got 2 years left. So there's 2 years left for me to teach these kids power skating, including my daughter. So there's a last time for everything. So do you think that I feel bad when it's cold and windy and I got to put on my skates and go on the ice with my dad out there? No, I look at it as a fucking privilege. How many guys get to get out on the ice with their dad, who's 89, he'll be 89 in September, skate with their daughter and make a difference for these kids through exercise, mental training, talking about winning, work ethic, mental toughness, you name it. Are you kidding me? And I get to do it at the end of my workday. That's my reward. At the end of claiming or cutting through the chaos, conquering the chaos, I get to go to my sanctuary in arena. I get to go to my sanctuary where I walk in and I just love the smell of an arena. I love the smell of a rink. That's where I'm at my peace. And that's my gift. But there'll be a last time that I get to do that, and I can actually see that in front of me because my daughter is going to be aging out of that school, and I'll have to do something else with her, but there is a last time for even that. I remember I was coaching the Perth Blue Wings my final season when we won the Barclay Cup in 2019, and on a Sunday night, I jumped up on the bench, and it was one of the coldest days in the winter, and we're playing a last place team on a Sunday night. And, it's one of those games where we're the top ranked team. We're playing the last place team. It's Sunday night at 7:00. It's freezing out. There's a blizzard. And one of my assistant coach looks at me when we're standing on the bench waiting for the players to come out to start the game and the national anthem. And he says, Coach, he says, I don't understand it. He goes, how do you keep your passion and obsession for the game on days like this when you literally could be living anywhere in the world? You could be in Florida right now golfing. And I turned to him and I said, Brian, I keep my passion and obsession for the game of hockey because I understand that this isn't forever, that there's a last time for this. And I said, there will come a day where I'm in Florida or wherever and I can golf and I can play tennis. But I said, for now, I got both feet in today because I literally understand there's a last time I'll actually be on this bench. And that's my passion. I've been coaching for 22 years. So after that, it wasn't long until that was my last time. I was coaching the team when the restrictions and the virus came, and we went from a playoff game to me never coaching another game until today. So my last time for coaching hockey, I never saw coming. I thought I had a plan to retire, to sell the team, and to consult, but the China virus had something to do with that. And instead, we played a playoff game defending our title in 2020, and we never played. I went up into the locker room. We heard that the league had been shut down. The NBA had been shut down. The NHL had been put on pause, and I literally never saw those players again. I never physically stood in front of those players again. My defending championship team, we never got a chance to defend our crown, and there was a last time for everything. That was the last time I stood on that bench. That was the last time I coached a game as owner, as head coach of the Blue Wings. And that was the last game I ever had as owner of that team. So it wasn't on my it wasn't necessarily on my terms, because when things happen, powers beyond us, we have to appreciate and we have to accept the fact that happens. There is a last time for everything. So Think about that when you're making excuses for not showing up as a husband, not showing up as a father, not showing up as an entrepreneur and leader of your family. That all those things that you're complaining about and you're whining about, those things have an expiry date and there'll be a last time for those. So when you miss your walking or you miss your writing or you reschedule your date night or you don't drink a gallon of water or that book that you've talked about doesn't get written or you don't spend time, you don't invite your kids to spend time with you on Saturday or Sunday, or you don't invite your queen to walk with you on the weekend, or you cancel that vacation you were planning to take as a family, or you don't take the time to tell your stories and build your family history in your children's lives. When you don't do those things, just remember you're just one day closer to all of that, a last time for all of that. So when we have the opportunity to be here and spend time with our secret weapon, when we have a chance and an opportunity to connect with our children, children are a gift. Children are a gift. And when we don't take that responsibility seriously, I think we have to reset our mentality and say, there's a last time for everything. If you've got adult children, what would you give to spend one more day to turn back the clock and drive them to school one more day? I bet you'd give all the money in the world. If you have a marriage that's on the rocks and you remember when you and your wife were in love and your marriage was on fire, how much money would you give to turn back the clock to that first year? I bet you would give all the money in the world to get back to that spot, to that place of happiness and passion. You think about the olden days and all this other stuff. How much time would you go get back to do it differently? Well, forget about the past and do it differently now. Make decisions, make a change every day, one thing at a time, replace one behavior, and don't take for granted the gifts that are all around us. Okay, if you don't like where you live, move. If you don't like something, change it. But bitching and moaning and complaining is just a waste of your finite time and energy. Your finite time and energy. There is a last time for everything. So tonight, instead of looking at it as something to do on a checklist, I got to tell my wife and kids that I love them. Michael said so. Or I need to invite my wife to go walking with me. Or I need to walk. I haven't been walking, but I need to walk. I need to drink more water. I should start writing. Or I need to start reading. I haven't read in years. I need to stop drinking so much alcohol on the weekends that I can't function for 2 days after. I need to lose 75 pounds or I'm going to stroke out or have a heart attack or die of diabetes. Instead of those thoughts, it should be, all of these opportunities are a gift, and I'm going to claim every one of them every single day. The number one thing that drives me crazy more than anything else working with businessmen all across this incredible planet is when men have the opportunity to claim their freedom, to claim their independence, to claim their personal sovereignty, and they don't. Because for every single man that's watching this, our day is coming. Our day is coming. I've learned that in the retirement homes. I've learned that in the hospitals. I've learned that over the last few years, that our day is coming when we won't be able to claim our freedom. We won't be able to claim our independence. We won't be able to claim our personal sovereignty. And the world that we're building here will no longer have that world because our life will be coming to an end. There's a last time for everything, including world building. There's a last time you can claim your freedom. There will be a last day that you can claim your independence and personal sovereignty. So every day you choose not to claim your personal sovereignty, not to build your world. Every day you accept fools and toxic people in your life and bad habits is an insult to to your creator, your personal creator. You were put on this earth by your creator to go your tour of duty. You were placed on this earth to be a world-building husband, father, grandfather, community leader, entrepreneur. And if you're not living that life, you're not living your purpose, and you're not living a life of honor and integrity. You are dishonoring. You are dishonoring abundance. You are dishonoring independence. You are dishonoring personal sovereignty, and you are dishonoring the gift that your creator has given you. We have been put on this earth for a tour of duty. We don't know how long it is, how short it is, but we have been given the opportunity for a tour of duty. And our tour of duty is to build a world and help other people. Not just to exist, not just to be here, just not to think about ourselves, but to wise up, to grow up, to man up, and claim our life, claim our independence, claim our personal sovereignty, and live the life that our Creator intended us to live. There is a last time for everything. Write down your goals, write down the 2 or 3 things that are most important to you in your journal. Think about those things, and then underneath it, write, there is a last time for everything. There is a last time you will speak to your children. There is a last time you will hug your wife. There is a last time you will say goodbye to your parents. Some of you have been down that road already. There is a last time that we will breathe. There's a last time that we'll be able to participate. There's a last time you'll own your business. There is a last time that you will be an independent man. There is a last time that you'll be able to claim your independence. So for God's sakes, claim your personal sovereignty every single day that we still can. That's it. That's all. I don't have to really remind you to hug and to tell the people in your life how much they mean to you, because there certainly is going to be a last day for that. There's going to be a last day that you can hug your kids and your wife and tell them how much they mean to you. So, there's a last time for everything. So if you really want to level up your life, if you really want to claim your personal sovereignty, if you want to leave your life of quiet desperation, the 99% quiet desperation, then you apply for my mastermind at champion.com, badasschampion.com. The link is below. It's 15 elite driven men who live life and do business on their own terms. That entire mastermind is about one thing. It's about personal sovereignty, helping you 10x your income, 10x your world, 10x your marriage, 10x all of these things, and then claim your personal sovereignty. That's what this mastermind is about. So you can apply at badasschampion.com. That's it for today. 2 words that changed my life and 2 words that will change your life. Be relentless.